The FCS College Football Experience Week 8 preview and picks episode. The Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Underdog is hooking up new customers. Play just $5, get $100 in bonus funds when you sign up with our promo code. That's TCE SGPN. So do that, and remember, as always, folks, to let it ride.
Hey, this is Pac-Man Jones. You're listening to SGPN. Let it ride.
Yes, yes, yes. Woo! Welcome to the College Football Experience. The FCS College Football Experience, but it's the same difference. FCS, FBS, we love it all over here on the College Football Experience, and excited to watch this weekend. No FCS weekday games though. I mean that. We need to have a conversation about that from the start, but excited about the week as we get inch closer and closer to the crowning a national champion, and it's in Nashville this year. We might have to go to that. But yeah, fire week upon us. If you're wondering who the hell you're listening to, that's fair. My name is Colby Swinging Database Dan, aka Pick Dundee. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
I'm probably drinking too much and celebrating too much and not sleeping. Would have killed a normal man, but no, that's gone. The medical advice I got from that was like being hit by lightning. Pretend it never happened and get on with your life.
Oh boy, we got some fire games. Implications, major implications happening this week and moving forward. Obviously, if you follow the game, I am joined by my co-host. He is also the host of the College Basketball Experience. Check that out because we cover every single college basketball game as well. Give it up for former staffer at Austin P with the Governors, South Carolina with the Gamecocks, and West Virginia with the Mountaineers, Ryan McIntyre, a.k.a. Moneyline Mac. What's up, man?
What's up, man? Yes, happy Friday. And no, I'm not wearing a Marshall shirt, David Batola. I'm wearing a SGPN over under 17.5 beers. Always take the over. Cheers.
Mac tonight. Come on, make it Mac tonight. Well, I mean, I'll start off by saying, block battle win as Tulsa covers the 17.5. Gets my ECU Pirates, doing me a solid.
I got you on UTEP.
Yeah, you did. You did get me on UTEP. I'll never take Sam Houston State ever again. But buddy, now look, no weekday games from the FCS this week. What's going on here?
Put us in charge. I mean, it's almost like they don't want to market their goddamn product.
I mean, you couldn't give us one of these games sitting there, Thursday night after ECU was a little dull. Couldn't have thrown up. I don't know. I mean, West Georgia, Tarleton State would have been pretty awesome. Even Idaho, Eastern Washington, something.
No.
Instead, they give us nothing. Not even a Friday game. So we have a full slate on Saturday, and I feel like we should get to it. But I will say, where am I at here? Why am I messing this up? I know why. The playoff race is kind of heating up, man. So it's an exciting time. I would say you're starting to figure out some things within the sport. Let me just load up the top 25. Wasn't planning on doing this and don't really like top 25s in general, but I feel like, build a little drama here. We got North Dakota State currently at 1, South Dakota State at 2, Tarleton State at 3, Montana at 4, Montana State at 5, UC Davis coming in at 6, Lehigh at 7, Tennessee Tech, shout out to GBO Farms, at 8, Illinois State at 9, Monmouth at 10, 11 is North Dakota, 12 is Southern Illinois. Those two play each other this week. 13 Jackson State, 14 Villanova, 15 Rhode Island. The Rams still in it. 16 Mercer, kind of coming up in the ranks there. 17 Abilene Christian, 18 Lamar. I obviously caught them on bad beats. They actually were the beneficiaries of that. 19 Presbyterian, one of the best stories in college football right now. 20 is Harvard. 21 Northern Arizona, those Lumberjacks. 22 Southeast Louisiana down there in Hammond. 23 West Georgia, having a great season. Another great story in the sport. 24 your Governors of Austin Peay, and 25 Youngstown State. Idaho dropped out of the top 25 after losing to Northern Colorado, who's a team that I think is vastly improved this year. Right outside of the top 25, Gardner Webb, first team out, 37 votes. South Dakota, the Coyotes, 34 votes. Stephen F. Austin, 34 votes. Lafayette, Western Carolina, North Carolina Central, Idaho still in the mix. They're getting some votes. Sac State as well. UT Rio Grande, Mac, the Mexicans getting 10 votes. Brown, Dartmouth, Penn, all receiving votes, as well as Alabama State, Central Arkansas, Elon, Furman, East Tennessee State, and Eastern Kentucky. Look, I know it's kind of vague right now, but we're going to see a lot of these matchups. You know, that we got the Dakota Marker game coming in the coming weeks, where South Dakota State takes on North Dakota State. Obviously, you got the Brawl of the Wild in the coming weeks. Montana State, UC Davis gets some of those teams too. Any big takeaways? I know it seems chalk city when you have those two Dakotas and the two Montanas within the top 5, but what's your takeaway so far this season?
I was gonna say, I'm not going to say that anybody is as good as North Dakota State and South Dakota State, because it seems like they are always the team with the targets on their back. But I do think that the talent gap is shrinking slightly, because teams like Tarleton and the Montanas are always good, but Tennessee Tech being absolutely dominant this year. I count 7 unbeaten still in this FCS. So I think the playoff is going to be fascinating, because I don't think North Dakota State and South Dakota State are shoo-ins to get to the title game. I think that there's multiple teams that could pick them off here, and home field will matter.
I think it's 8 if you include Harvard.
Yeah.
But, they started a little late and don't play as many games. But they're in the playoffs this year, so I'm not going to bitch at them too much right now.
What if they win it all?
Yeah, and one thing that's great, Mac, is next year they go to 12 games.
Oh,
the FCS goes to 12 games. I'm very excited about that.
I forget they only play 11.
Yeah, well, they have the playoffs, but a much bigger playoffs. So,
24, correct?
Yes,
FCS level,
24. Yeah. I would be okay with that going to 32 like D2 does. Yeah. But yeah, either way, 24 is good. Better than what we have in the FBS. So let's get to it, man, because this show will take some time going through every game, and there's no weekday games. Hop on over to YouTube, youtube.com/the college experience. Hit that like and subscribe button. You see the Tennessee Tech Golden Eagles right there, and you see Northern Colorado's been a good story considering how bad they've been over the years. Tomorrow we get a banger, and my only problem is I will be at the Georgia Tech Duke game. By the way, there'll be no pregame show tomorrow for the most part. I don't believe so. So just know that, folks. But this is a pretty huge game in the Pioneer League. When you look at this, the Dayton Flyers are currently in first place. They are 5-1. John Gruden's alma mater. He played for the Flyers. Presbyterian, who's ranked right behind them at 6-0, but within the conference, Dayton is 3-0, Presbyterian 2-0, Drake 2-0, and then right after that is the Butler Bulldogs. So kind of a huge game going on at UD Stadium there. Dayton is laying 3.5. They won this game by 7 in Indianapolis last season. They've won 5 straight. Have the Flyers, by the way, red fucking hot.
Playing well.
Yeah, playing well. And when you look at that first loss to Eastern Illinois, first game you're seeded with Alabama. First game can get you sometimes. You think you're prepped, you're not. I'm laying it here with Dayton, and I'm considering locking this because Butler. They're better than what I thought they would be this year. They almost knocked off Presbyterian last week, but I just feel like they're Dayton's been building for this, whereas Butler's this is the first year under Lynch, so I feel like they're kind of figuring things out. So I will take Dayton minus the 3.5 to get it done in this matchup. What are you doing here, man?
You want to start this off with the lock? I like Dayton.
I kind of think we should.
Yeah.
With Bryce, what is the quarterback's name? Bryce Schondelmyer, I think it is, the quarterback of Dayton. So
yes,
fly on, double lock with these Dayton Flyers.
Schondelmyer. Great name.
FCS always has, like, whether it's Reese Poffenberger, whether it's my guy Stone Labanowitz. Yeah, I know. I'll talk. I'll see. I don't know if you're interested in doing the pregame show tomorrow, Mac, but because I know you've been in a car accident, you're going to buy a car and shit. So I don't know, but normally once a year I'll go to a noon game where just the pregame show doesn't happen. Yeah. Doesn't happen. Fire game to start off the slate, though. I'm going to have to watch it when I come back. Then Merrimack going to Harvard. Obviously, these schools, you would think with them being right there, they would be playing more often. But no, Merrimack recently jumped up to the FBA or to the FCS a few years ago, so there's not as much history in this matchup as you would think. Merrimack 3-4, Harvard 4-0. Harvard won by 7 the last time they played. Dude, I kind of think we should lock this. I think Merrimack can stay within this fucking number, man. I don't think Merrimack, man, they almost beat Kent State. Remember that? They had the lead on Kent State. I understand. And look, they against Kennesaw, 27-13. All right, Kennesaw.
Who's going to win the CUSA?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's talk to the Warriors. This is too much love for Harvard. I know they're outscoring their opponents, 75-17 in their 2 league games, but still, yeah, too much.
Yeah.
And it's a non-con game.
And it's like a regional game too. Like, I'm locking up Merrimack. You're locking up Merrimack. Warriors come out to play one of the best stadiums in all of college football. That includes the FBS, Harvard Stadium. I encourage everybody to go Google image this fucking stadium. It's awesome.
And I'll plug our sponsor, Rhythm. They love that one. They do good shit on the FCS. I like Rhythm's models over there for FCS.
Hell yeah, man. Nice little regional battle. The history's not there yet, but they're building it. Well, I'll tell you where the history is there. It is in this one where the Princeton Tigers are heading up to those Brown Bears. They've been playing since the 1800s. Princeton 2-2. What a weird, wacky season they have had so far. So they were beating San Diego 35-7. San Diego rallies back, scores what? I think they go on a 35-0 run. Unbelievable. But San Diego's kind of been all over the place this year. But the Mercer, they got in front of the train. Mercer has found who the fuck they are. Mercer was a team with a ton of preseason hype. Started off terrible the first 2 weeks. And now Mercer has kind of figured things out. So I don't know if Prince is actually that bad. Brown laying 1.5. Obviously, Brown is a team that is 3-1. Beat Brown. How about that win? Both rivals they took down because they got the best of. They got the Governor's Cup against Rhode Island. Followed that against Bryant. And if you didn't check this game out, Bryant was dominating at halftime. Bryant was up, I think, like 12-0. I think it was at halftime, and I believe they got the first score of the third. So after that, Brown just kind of went in fuck you mode, scored 29 of the final 36 points to take down the Bryant Bulldogs. So fun one here. I think Princeton's undervalued though, so I'm going to take Princeton to go up to Brown and get the dub. Really good game though. What are you doing here?
Yeah, Brown, like you said, they won the 2 rivalry games, but they got drilled in their 1 Ivy League. I'm kind of with you. Give me Princeton here. back in the Ivy League. So let's go
Yeah.
Princeton.
No lock though. I think this
This is a toss up.
Shout out to Nick in the chat saying just looked up Harvard Stadium. That shit is fire. It is to me, I wish we had more of the some of the European soccer stuff where they honor their old stadiums. I think they should host a fucking national championship there. To me, even like the New England Patriots, I think they used to play there back in the day. They should play there at least like one game a year to honor the history. That stadium's fucking incredible.
They should play like a preseason game there.
All of these stadiums, man. There's a lot of classic stadiums in America, and we just, as America being just corporate America machine, we kind of just ignore the. College I think does a good job of preserving the stadiums, but like our culture, some of the bigger things, the bigger events and stuff should be played at these, places that could really tell a lot of stories throughout the history of time. All right, next up we got Fuhrmann Wofford, the Battle of the I-85. It goes back to 1889. This is a rivalry game, man. This is where this one seems so fucking chalky. Am I crazy here?
For taking Fuhrmann?
4-2 Fuhrmann at 1-5 Wofford. Fuhrmann only laying 2.5.
Yeah, give me Wofford.
It just seems like they're telling us to take Wofford here in this rivalry game. And I've been making the case. I think you can make this case with either Northern Colorado or Wofford. That Wofford, by the way, we cashed on Wofford against Michael Vick last week. They're getting their first win. Wofford's probably the best bad team in the country. Them or like 1 point loss to South Carolina State in the opener, 4 point loss to Richmond, 1 point loss to Mercer, who's top 15. Okay, then they took on Virginia Tech. They got destroyed. But then Western Carolina in the game where their QB started out 46 of 46. Western Carolina needed to score in the final drive. Mm-hmm. And Wofford had a chance to get the ball back. They fumbled the kick return, or had a chance to win the game, but they fumbled the kick return. They have been in all of these games minus the Virginia Tech game. Let's go. Give me these Terriers. Lock it up.
Lock. This is a line that tells you.
Yeah.
Next slide, Sullivan in the chat.
Love next slide, Sullivan. Let's go. Stonehill is heading to the Yale Bowl, another great stadium. New York Giants used to play there for a couple of years. Another one that to me, I like Harvard's a little more, but this is still a fucking great fucking stadium. Yale laying 22.5. Yale sitting there at 2-2. Stonehill's 2-4. Just got drilled by Duquesne. But dude, Stonehill upset Maine the game before. They've been all over the place. Who the fuck is Stonehill?
This is a no bet game.
I'll take the points. It's the regionality here. I don't love it, but I'll take the points.
I'll take the points as well. I don't get really excited laying north of 3 touchdowns with an Ivy League team. Yeah. It just matters what Stonehill team's going to show up. They look like shit against the Bet Detectives, Duquesne Dukes, but prior to that, they had played really well in a couple games. All right, next up we got Bob Morris heading to the fucking Long Island Sharks, baby. Long Island. You want to talk about worst season, best win for a bad FCS team, beating an FBS Eastern Michigan team that frankly could end up in a bowl game still. They have been terrible ever since then. I know they opened up at Florida. Throw that one out. All right, because that's just but they're 1-5. Mercyhurst just drilled them by 9. I cashed on Mercyhurst, by the way. You don't just go into the hospital without them taking your information and you paying a big bill there. LIU laying 6.5. I'm gonna lay it. This is the win. This is the win. Bob Morris, Bernard Clark, former Miami Hurricane linebacker. Bob Morris beat him by 14 last year. This Long Island gets this here, but I am not betting this fucking game. No. This is the NEC front row app, by the way. Check it out, folks. Free to download. What are you doing here? I will take Bob Morris. I never lay points with Long Island. I only take him as an underdog.
Give me that Shocks, all right? I almost want to bet it just so I can hear this.
All I know is we're hard-working, tax-paying people like you, and we don't take shit from nobody. You got that, asshole? Ask me. The fucking union that works for you.
Next up, we got North Dakota State heading to Indiana State, man. Indiana State 2-4. They actually gave North Dakota State a huge scare the last time they played them. I think it was 2 years ago, or maybe it was 3 years ago. North Dakota State, though, has, to me, gotten a lot better as a program. I think they have a better head coach. I think they kind of just, they're in fuck you mode. But last time they played in 22, it was. North Dakota State won by 5, 31-26 there in Terre Haute. 34.5 is a gigantic fucking number.
Yeah.
Gigantic number. But I should mention the Dakota Marker game is on deck. So
we should take Indiana State.
I think we should too, even though this is like where you just close your eyes, you close your ears, you just say, I hope it gets there. But come on, it's a complete look ahead. I feel like they're gonna rest their guys if they're up big at halftime.
Yeah.
Knowing that the Jackrabbits, and they got to go to Brookings next week. It's not in Fargo. So I tend to think Indiana State's the play. I almost want to bet it. But they're not good, dude.
I'm not getting in front of that train. Pass. Next slide. Give me the points.
I mean, they gave up 63 to Montana. Indiana State did. So, yeah. But
this could easily just be a 63 Zippo. I mean, if North Dakota State's going to be able to name their score, it's if they're locked in, though. But I'm with you. I like this coaching staff better than when Entz was there.
Oh yeah, Palasek knows what the fuck, dude. I actually think Wyoming, if you want to stay Team Craig Bowl, but Wyoming will have patience with Saul-Vel, in my opinion. They're just a program that to me has patience. But
I'm not sure they should, but yeah,
I think they got the Palasek. I think was the guy they should have got, and they got, timing's everything. It was a year different, but shout out to North Dakota State and the Wyoming Cowboys as well. Next up, Davidson. They're fucking terrible. You want to realize how good of a coach Scotty Abel was now that he's at Rice, even though they got drilled last week by UTSA. Davidson is 1-5, 1-5, with their one win being over, what was it? Greensboro Pride, the Greensboro Pride. This team is, I mean, I guess they had the tough matchup at Stetson when they were actually in that game. Every other game they have gotten destroyed. Georgetown 51-14, Elon 55-7, Tennessee Tech, Bobby Wilder's bunch 72-14, the Tommies 57-13. You're looking at like a bottom 5 FCS team right now in Davidson. And Drake, going back to the standings there, Drake currently undefeated in the Pioneer League. Drake length.
How are you 33.5 point dogs to Drake?
Yeah, these are both non-scholarship programs too. Like they're not out there. What the fuck?
I'll lay it. I think the line tells you to lay it. Like Davidson's just never going to cover.
I'll lay it too. It's probably gonna be a little chilly up there in Des Moines. No bet though. No bet.
No.
All right, folks. I want to tell you that the FCS College Football Experience is brought to you by MyBookie.ag. MyBookie is your place to bet on football, and everything else. Their prop builder is second to none. Their motto is bet on anything, anywhere, anytime. You can easily deposit, get lightning fast payouts using crypto. So head on over to MyBookie.ag. And when you do, use our promo code TCESGPN for 100% bet back bonus up to $500 for new customers. That's MyBookie.ag. Promo code TCESGPN. We're also brought to you by Novig. Yes, Novig is America's #1 sports prediction market, and Novig's available in 35 different states. And with Novig, you're getting the best prices because they're an exchange. Download the Novig app and get $50 when you spend $5 if you use our promo code TCESGPN. I'm sorry, not TC, SGPN, just SGPN on this one. Get in on the action with Novig, promo code SGPN. And we're also brought to you by, look, we are part of the Sports Gambling Podcast Network, and the NHL is back, and so is the Hockey Gambling Podcast. Join Ryan and Joel as they break down the biggest games, storylines, awards, and best bets throughout the season. And also check out this very feed, the College Experience feed, youtube.com/the College Experience, because Noah Beanick on Friday nights has been doing the College Hockey Experience, where he's done college hockey games, capping all the games for the weekend. So check that out and let it slide. All right, next up, the Stony Brook Seawolves. Well, you know them. They're spending some money on that program, but they've kind of been a little bit of a disappointment, I would say. I was surprised to find out they were spending the amount of money they were spending.
I know the human being and fish can coexist peacefully.
This is a little rivalry game there in a way, or border battle, to quote Patty C. This is on Flow Sports. A year ago, Monmouth won in a one-score game that was like an arena football game. It was like 55-48 or some shit like that. Monmouth, super legit, though. If you haven't had a chance to check this team, they're good. Derek Robertson doing a great job at the quarterback spot after he came over from Maine. They got a good wide receiver in Josh Derry, good running back in Nelson there. What is it? Rodney Nelson, I think it is. But 10.5 in a border battle. Stony Brook been a little disappointing this year. They did stick it to Albany though last week. In a border battle, I can't do it though. I'm laying it. I think Monmouth's legit. I think they're a title contender.
Yeah.
Lay it. Yeah.
I'm gonna bet Monmouth. I like this team. I think they poured on. They pull away late. Let's go. They're baiting you with that hook.
Yeah, I mean, I understand the familiarity. That's the only thing that you'd say, but I think Monmouth's just better. Stony Brook kind of regressed a little bit from a season ago. And in case you were wondering, if you want to look up the stats, Monmouth, number 1 in the FCS, 560.5 yards per game. I repeat, 560.5 yards per game. The problem is, though, they're also 121st defensively. So true to Frank's point in the chat, or I'm sorry, to Alston's point in the chat, they're kind of like Air Force in a way, where it's like your score. You can score. This offense is legit. They're first in the nation in yards, first in the nation in pass yards, top 40 rushing attack, top 15 in points, third best in the nation on third down percentage. But damn, when you get to defensively, that's why Stony Brook might have a shot, Mac. They're a pretty good defense. They're a top 50 defense. So I could see a case for them staying in it just because of that. Next up, Hampton is heading to Villanova. Hampton in the CAA is still weird. I don't like it. I didn't like it when it happened. Not that I mean, I understand they're trying to make more money, and I am behind that, but I just think it's just weird seeing them take on Villanova. Series does go back 22 years, so there's a little bit of history in this one, but Hampton's 2-5. Nova is a top 20 team. Nova only won by 6 last year when they played, but I think this Nova team's a lot better. Nova laying 24.5. I'm going to lay it, but I am not betting this because I think it's at a point where I could totally see this being 31-7, something like that, 31-10. But what are you doing here?
It seems a tad high to your point. I'll take Hampton in the points. I mean, Villanova. Who's Villanova got on deck?
Nova. They already. I feel like they've already played a lot of their big games. They have Albany on deck.
I mean,
the big game will be on the 8th when they head to Johnny Unitas Stadium to take on Towson. But in a way, they've kind of already locked up. Beating William and Mary, they lost to Monmouth.
Yeah.
But beating William and Mary, beating New Hampshire, beating Elon, those are kind of their toughest games, other than Monmouth. So we'll see what they can do. Towson's still one that I would say that 3-4 is capable of beating them. But shout out to Villanova. Next up, Bucknell is at Cornell. This series goes back to 1888. another fun stadium, Cornell Stadium. Bucknell, kind of a good team. Cornell just has not been a good team. In fact, they've been terrible. 0-4. Really, a lot of the numbers. It's weird. Like they actually have a respectable defense based on what, they charted the 30th best defense in the nation right now. Cornell is why they are favored. They've lost 4 straight, but man, look at this.
Yeah.
They lost to Albany 13-10, Yale 41-24, Colgate 41-21, and Harvard 34-10. I'm still taking Bucknell. I don't get it. Like,
this line fucking reeks.
I know Bucknell got destroyed last week. I was watching that game. But I guess Bucknell's wins are kind of actually, I think the more you die, they beat Richmond though. I'm taking Bucknell, dude. I'm taking Bucknell.
Why is Cornell favored in
well,
this?
I can see a little bit of the case of like Bucknell's. It's a little phony. Like they barely beat 1-score game against VMI, 1-score game against St. Francis, who's dropping down to D3 next year. 11-point win against Marist. That's actually decent. That's a pretty impressive win, actually. And Richmond is the very impressive win, even though I know Richmond's not as good as they traditionally are. I'm still taking Bucknell. I think with losing, sometimes that's culture. That's part of who you are. So I'll take Bucknell, who's a team that's a winner by definition. You?
I'm gonna dive into the stink. I'm gonna lock up Bucknell. I know it reeks, but like Cornell. It's not like Cornell's losing close games.
Yeah, it's
Wofford's different. Like you could make the case for Wofford as a short home dog because they've been in so many close games. Cornell kind of has gotten drilled by everybody outside of Albany.
And Bucknell's offense is a lot better. So Cornell's offense right now charting at 93rd. Bucknell top 50 offense, 44th in the nation, top 25 passing attack, going up against a pass defense that charts at 77th. So yeah, I mean, I'm not going to lock this up because it stinks, but Moneyline Mac.
Gotta dive in.
Saying dive on in, pull a Patty C. Next up, we got Colgate heading to Georgetown. What a great time for a bye week after the Georgetown had won on that Hail Mary 2 weeks ago. Here's the thing is, I'm surprised Colgate's like Georgetown's such a strange team this year.
Yeah,
if someone can figure out Georgetown. So Georgetown out the gate sticks it to Davidson 51-14. Then they beat down Wagner by double digits. So 2 double-digit wins, the first 2 weeks. Then they're playing Lafayette, who we all respect. Someone in the chat's calling for Lafayette to beat Oregon State Saturday night in Corvallis. Georgetown was up a lot of this game. This was kind of like a crazy game. Lafayette battled back. What did they score? Watch. I remember watching this. Yeah, Lafayette scores 21 in the final, 12 minutes of the game or 14 minutes of the game to steal it from Georgetown. But then Georgetown goes to Brown and loses 46-0. Then they lose to Columbia. So these Ivy League teams were sticking to it. And then they bounce back and they almost lose to a bad Morgan State team, but then they convert the Hail Mary and they survive to get their 3rd win. They had a bye week. Maybe you reassess. They're all over the place, man. But look, they're at home. Cooper Field. Give me the 6.5. Maybe I'm a Hoya fan, and that's why. But I have zero confidence in this game. Do not bet this game. What are you doing here?
I'm betting. I'm going to bet it. I'm going to bet Georgetown.
The bye week. The
bye week, and like you said, they've been good as a dog for the most part. They have had some eggs, but off the bye week, I think they come out fresh, and I think they went out right.
If you're looking for the reason why, Colgate's got the 119th ranked defense. They're giving up 468 yards per game.
Yeah.
Right now, Georgetown's offense sometimes is there, sometimes it's not. I told you they got goose egged 3 weeks ago, right? But they've had moments where they look really good, spurts in games where they look really good. So I like it. Moneyline Mac. You know what? I'll join you. This is my Hoyas. Represent our hometown. Double lock these Hoyas.
You gotta get that Brown game out of your mind, everybody.
One of the worst.
I don't know what happened that day.
One of the worst handicaps ever. Next up, the team that everyone's talking about in college football, these Blue Hose, Presbyterian, hosting Stetson. The series goes back to 1938. This is a ridiculous number. Give me Stetson in the points. 33.5 is too much. Too much. All right. Like Presbyterian currently ranked. You're telling me you're not going around town. You know, you're the talk of the Clinton, South Carolina. You walk into a bowling alley. Every Linda wants to fuck you. You know what I mean? Like life's gotten a little easier. Okay. Life's gotten a little easier over the past couple weeks. They barely got past Butler. I know Stetson's terrible.
Yeah. But
Stetson has won 2 straight, and winning breeds confidence. They cover the 33.5.
Agreed. I'm not laying 33.5. It's Presbyterian.
I'm tempted to lock this thing.
Let's do it.
I'm tempted, man. Look, Presbyterian did win by 48 last year, and Presbyterian wasn't great last year.
I'll say off it.
I'm sorry, 28, not 48.
Oh,
but
okay.
Still, yeah, let's stay off. Let's stay off just in case, because this is a historic Presbyterian team. Next up, we Dartmouth heading to the Bronx to take on Fordham. Series goes back to 1951. Dartmouth's laying 14.5. Fordham has been, I really liked a couple years ago when Fordham was like a playoff team and flirting with the playoffs every year. But they have not been very good this year. They did beat Holy Cross, stuck it to them. Give me the 14.5. They stay within the number. They're at home, but they're definitely not going to win this game.
No,
you?
They're bad. I'm going to lay it with Dartmouth. No bet.
Next up, we got Samford heading to Lexington, Virginia to take on VMI. I mean, right now, if you are a junkie like me, you're looking at all these races with conference races, and these are this is kind of the battle for the toilet bowl here. Like Samford's 0-4, dead last right now. The other winless teams are Wofford and VMI, but Wofford's actually good. I believe they're good shitty. So this is the toilet bowl here. All right. Danny Rocco's bunch 1-5, hosting 0-6. What could go wrong? They're making Samford favorite for a reason.
On the road too.
Bam, at 3.5.
It's fine. That's a lot of points to lay with the team that's fucking lost 6 in a row.
I'm going to trust the odds makers. All right. I'm going to trust the odds makers, even though, man, Citadel stuck it to Samford 40-13.
Samford enters Saturday 0-6, being outscored 242-92.
What's that weather in Lexington, Virginia?
It's not too far from me, so it's nice out right now.
75, yeah. If it was cold, I might be taking a home dog on the money line here, but I'll just take Samford -3.5. No bet.
Yeah, it seems like a bait here. I'll lay it with Samford. I'm not betting an 0-6 team on the road though. Laying 3.5.
Next up, UT Martin is at Gardner Webb. This is a good game. Both teams were mentioned in they're right outside of the top 25. I think Gardner Webb's like the first team outside of the top 25. So this is a big game there in conference play there. What is that? 7.5 is the line. So here's the deal here. I tend to think this is the OVC Big South, but I tend to think Gardner Webb is better than UT Martin this year. Despite UT Martin being 2-1. So UT Martin, you look at their record, they're 2-5, but they played 3 FBS squads. Right? Or was it just 2? I thought it was 3. Oh, there's 3. Yeah, because Missouri State's FBS now. They played Oklahoma State, UTEP, and Missouri State. And then their other loss is to Southern Illinois, who's number 11 in the country right now. So and then Lindenwood. The Lindenwood one's a little weird, but I'll lay it. I'll lay the 7.5 with Gardner Webb. I think they're baiting you to take UT Martin. What are you doing?
Agreed. Here? Yeah. Gardner Webb at home. I'll lay it as well.
Next up, we got, oh boy, if there's a couple games I want to watch this week, it is the Rail Rivalry, East Tennessee State, Chattanooga, SoCon Glory. Let's talk about that SoCon race that I was just alluding to here. Chattanooga's 1-1 in conference. ETSU's 1-2. So big opportunities here. Someone here, their season potentially could be really shitty after this. I think they're still contenders, by the way, because I think both these rosters are not terrible. ETSU's laying 5.5 at home. Series goes back to 1931. Wow. So last season, Chattanooga won 17-10 in Chattanooga. I think it'll be a similar score here. I'm sorry, that was in Johnson City, not Chattanooga. I'm gonna lay it. I think ETSU is a little bit better. 21-15 final.
21-15. I'm gonna lock up Chattanooga in the home dog here in the rivalry game. I think this is a tight game that comes right down the wire. Will Healy start his coaching career at Chattanooga? Distractions. Let's go.
How about a little battle for the Rail Rivalry?
Yeah, let's go, baby.
We got a battle with the Mocs and the Bucks. Moneyline Mac locking up the Chattanooga Mocs. I'm going to battle them with these Tennessee State laying 5.5. Let's go. Game's on ESPN Plus, in case you were wondering. Next up, we got Penn heading to Bob Kraft Field there to take on Columbia. Circle jerks going on in the corner. Series goes back to 1889. So, hey, gotta love the history of this one. Penn laying 7.5. Stop. Columbia upset them 23-17 last year.
Rivalry.
I'm taking the 7.5 with fucking Columbia. This is a game. It's like a 30-24 final.
Should we lock it?
I mean, just do it. Lehigh stuck it to Columbia. Yeah, I mean, I feel like Columbia is better than their record. Yeah, let's lock this.
Let's go. Columbia.
Come roar with the Lions. Another ESPN Plus game. Next up, we got Tennessee Tech, one of the best stories in college football this year. Bobby Wilder, we knew that was a smash hire. 6-0 are these Golden Eagles, and boy, has anyone even come close to what is the closest? I guess last week was the closest, but that was still a 14-point win by these Golden Eagles. Now they head to the penitentiary known as Lindenwood. Lindenwood, not terrible. Give me the points.
It's a lot. That's a lot on the road.
26.5 points is too much, right?
Yeah. That's a lot when you're undefeated. You're just trying to win.
Let's lock this.
I'm with you. Let's go with it.
How about a little Lion parlay? Columbia with Lindenwood. Let's go. Next up, we have the likes of Valpo at St. Thomas, the Tommies. Valpo's fucking terrible. These Crusaders. So St. Thomas won by 28 last year, and I think Valpo's even worse this year. They've lost 5 straight, including Yo Adrian. They got him. Tommy's laying 30.5. I guess I'll take the points. I don't know.
I'm laying it. Valpo is unbettable.
Virgil saying, what was Central Connecticut's college name prior to Central Connecticut? That's a good question. What was it? Off the top of my head, I got nothing. What was it? Let me know.
Seacom. That's what they are to me.
Yeah.
The real Blue Devils.
Yeah, the real Blue Devils. Frank says lock up his Tommies. He says they'll easily lay this thing. They do look good, man. And that's one that everyone's talking about that could eventually be. They have a lot of money, and they were recently D3. They jumped up to FCS. This is one I think everyone's keeping their eye on, watching. Moving forward, these Tommies.
It'd be great if the Tommies end up in the Big Ten one day.
I mean, what's the difference with them or Maryland? Actually, St. Thomas makes more sense than Maryland.
Yeah, put them on the schedule. Gophers, let's go.
Yeah, pussies. Next up, we got fucking Holy Cross heading to Richmond. Series goes back to 1964. Richmond laying 5.5. I'll take these Crusaders to hang tough in this game. Richmond wins 17-14 or something like that. Give me the points. What are you doing here?
Richmond's not as good as they've been. I'm gonna take the points as well. They when they win, it seems like it's close. It feels like all their games are close.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, they feel like they've fallen off a little bit. I know they got raided in the portal a little bit. Maybe that's why. Folks, I want to tell you that the FCS College Football Experience is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Yes, Underdog Fantasy is a place where you can win up to 500 times the amount of money you enter playing fantasy pick'em. Simply pick higher or lower in your favorite player's stats. It's available for a ton of different sports. And Underdog's got a brand new offer for new customers. Play just $5, get $100 in bonus funds when you sign up with the promo code, our promo code, TCESGPN. And we're also brought to you by Rhythm. Rhythm is crushing it. You mentioned it earlier. They're crushing it in college football, FBS or FCS, even NFL. They're killing it. Rhythm is also giving away weekly cash prizes just for tracking your bets in the app. Track 5 bets of the same type from any model that you build, and you could win $1,000. So hop on over to Rhythm. Use our promo code SGPN25 when you download the Rhythm app for 25% off your first month. That's RITHMM for 25% off your first month with the promo code SGPN25. Teachers College of Connecticut, I believe. Yeah, well, dude, I mean, ECU used to be Teachers College too back in the day. It was like Eastern Carolina Teachers College or some shit back in like the 30s or 40s. Next up, we got Marist. The Red Foxes heading to Kentucky to take on Morehead State here. Marist has kind of been all over the place this year. They won by 10 last year in Poughkeepsie, but going down to Jane Stadium, Marist laying 9.5. Like, I know Morehead State's ass. Actually, I think we probably should lay it. I think we should probably lay it. Give me Marist minus 9.5.
I'll take Morehead, but I'm not going to bet this one. They're not very good either.
Where's that Phil Simms blood money? He's up there in his goddamn place in New York City, East Rutherford, wherever the fuck he's at. All right, he's doing his CBS City's on the call. Some of these games, kick down the old alma mater some money. Next up, Western Carolina is heading to the Citadel. Series goes back to the 70s. Oh boy! So what is fun here? Shout out to FCS Nation Radio, by the way. But going back to this conference race right now, these Bulldogs, these Citadel Bulldogs, are 2-1 in conference play. Meanwhile, Western Carolina 3-0 in the conference. This is a huge game in the SoCon here. Western Carolina laying 14.5. And why do I love college football? I mean, there's many reasons why, but regionality, but also, I mean, there's so many things of why I love the sport, but I would say one of the things I love is the contrast in styles. Western Carolina is going to throw the ball about 600 times this game. The Citadel is going to run the ball about 600 times this game. This is awesome to get to watch this. Give me the points. The Citadel's at home. They're going to shrink the clock. I am a little concerned about the Citadel's defense, about, Western Carolina, and Kerwin Bell is very efficient. They're 8th in the country in yards per game, 2nd in the nation in passing, but only behind Monmouth. But at the same time, they're not known for their rush defense, and the Citadel can have an opportunity because they're the 12th best rushing team in the country. Give me the points at home. The clock will shrink with the Citadel. They stay within this number. Western probably gets the win, though. What are you doing here?
I'm going to take the option as well. The Citadel as a home dog here.
Yeah, shout out to Jeff Sharp. Watch ECU for the first time this year, Kobe. I get why you hate that foo-foo style of offense. Oh, it's fucking.
They're painful to watch.
It like, I almost think I'd rather us just line up I for them and go 0-12 than go 7-5. Any team with a real pulse, we can't move the ball on with this bullshit. We're gonna go super tempo. We're gonna go super tempo. Hey, bubble screen here, bubble screen there. Don't worry, we'll do some misdirection. It's just it drives me fucking crazy.
They're so bad on 4th and 1s too. Like,
yeah, because they play bitch ball. You play bitch ball, like that's what happens.
Yeah,
they play bitch ball. Next up, South Dakota heading to Cedar Falls to take on Northern Iowa. What's this line at? South Dakota 12.5. You know what? Give me the home dogs. Give me the 12.5 in Northern Iowa, even though I know they've been ass really for the past couple of years. It's a filthy dome game. The series goes back a long, long time, though, to the 1800s.
Regionality. I'll take the dog.
Next up, South Dakota State heading to Murray, Kentucky.
This line's awful.
Yeah, this game is awful. Remember Murray recently to the Missouri Valley, so this is a conference game now. I'll lay it with. Here's the only thing: is you get the Dakota marker on deck.
Yeah.
And do they call off the dogs at some point?
Even if they call it off, they're still going to win by 40.
Yeah, I'll lay it. No bet though.
No bet. Yeah, I don't want to touch this game.
Next up, we have this game is awesome. Actually, this game, I believe I recited the top 25, and you had Illinois State number 9, Youngstown State number 25. So this is a huge game there at Hancock Stadium. And this is one that goes back to the 70s. Yeah, this game, I tend to think Youngstown's a little bit better than their record. I know we were all over North Dakota last week. We cashed on that as they were coming off the South Dakota State game where they were up a lot of that game. It was a bad spot for Youngstown last week. So now can they rally the troops? I mean, Youngstown State's 3 losses are Michigan State, Big Ten team, FBS, South Dakota State by 5. And then the week after South Dakota State, they have to go to Grand Forks, North Dakota. Bad spot. But I fully expect South Dakota State, North Dakota to be playoff teams and potentially, top 5 seeds, top 10 seeds, essentially. So I think it's a little misleading when you look at Youngstown's record saying, they're 3-3. One of the better games.
Mine's a little short.
That because the fucking people in Vegas know this is a game. This is a game right here. I'm going to take the home team, though, to figure it out. I just think you're asking a lot from Youngstown. 3 straight games.
Yeah.
South Dakota State, I know that was a home game, but you poured your heart into that game. You're up, 80% of that game. You lose it. Then you go on the road to Grand Forks, followed by Normal. It's just asking a lot. It's asking a lot. Shout out to John in the chat, who is he's a Youngstown grad. That's his Penguins there. I'll tell you this. This is a huge one. If you want them to make the playoffs, I almost feel like they got to get this one because they still have to go to Fargo in a couple weeks. So
this is 4 out of 5 on the road for them.
And I should shout them out. They got their wide receiver is Max Tomczak. Yes, Tomczak. If you know your football history, Mike Tomczak, former Ohio State quarterback and Chicago Bear.
I'm gonna lock the Redbirds, man. This it's 4 out of 5. This is their 4th road game in 5 weeks or 5 games.
And then they go to Fargo in 2 weeks, so it's a brutal schedule for these Penguins.
Yeah. Illinois State wins by a field goal.
I do think it's gonna be by.
Yeah.
Moneyline Mag locking up these Redbirds. -2.5.
Sorry, Penguin fans.
Jeff Sharp. Anybody seen this ridiculous movie, Cocaine Bear? Yes. I actually didn't think the movie was great, but I loved the story. I had been reciting this story. So on the college basketball show years ago, I was talking about this story on air because I had known about the story because it happened in the 80s.
I remember.
And Time Magazine did a story about it or something in the 90s or maybe the late 80s. And I was talking about the story that when we found out they were making a movie of this, it just recently, randomly talking about it on a college basketball show. And then I guess some people Googled it. Maybe it was Noah. I don't remember. And that they had just announced that they were doing a movie 24 hours prior. It was quite hilarious though, but that's a true story. The movie they Hollywooded it a little bit, but
they would never do that.
Yeah. Anyway, next up, Fucking Sacred Heart. This is the dumbest game. This is the Big Ten game of the week. Fucking Sacred Heart leaving Fairfield, Connecticut to go to Missoula. What the hell is this number?
Lay it.
I almost think we should bet this.
We should. They're gonna kill.
Who do they have on deck? Who do they have
Doesn't
on deck?
even matter.
I mean, Sacred Hearts is 5-2, but I'm just saying, like, they have Sac State on deck though. I'm still laying it, but I'm tempted to bet this thing. I'm tempted
Sacred
to
Heart
bet this.
wants no part of this game. I'll lay it. I'll lock it. They're gonna kill them.
All right, let's go. Montana minus the points. Double lock.
Just think of the travel going to this game. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, what are you flying into? I mean, you're connecting and where?
From the
Denver,
Northeast,
Denver,
too.
yeah. Next up, we have Virginia Lynchburg taking on Texas Southern. No line here. Texas Southern, Chris Dishman is their head coach. He's got them 3-3, looking to go 4-3. They won a close one against Grambling. That Virginia Lynchburg logo still bothers the fuck out of me. I really liked how you started up the football program and everything, but that logo, you couldn't have done worse.
I won't Thornwell give Virginia Lynchburg any money.
I know. What's going on? What's going on here? Yeah.
It looks like that's Falwell looking at his wife right there. That mascot.
I mean, what? Yeah, exactly, man. Okay, let's get to a banger. I talked about this on the this is number 11 North Dakota against number 12 Southern Illinois in Carbondale.
Where's this line?
SIU won this. They didn't play for the past couple of years. Last time they played, SIU won this by 17 points. But that SIU team was a lot better than this North Dakota team. Then I think North Dakota is now pretty fucking good. Do you not see this line?
Let me see. I found it. Here we go. Putting it right here. North Dakota's laying 5.5.
North Dakota laying 5.5. Man, I'll take the Salukis in 5.5. I was thinking that the Salukis might be a short favorite. I was looking to take North Dakota, but I don't know if they could win by. I think this is a close game.
I like the Salukis, man. I think I want to bet the Salukis at home in Carbondale. I think the line's kind of short for a reason.
I think it's a game. I think it's like a field goal game.
Yeah,
so I kind of like
Salukis home dog. Let's go.
Moneyline Mac saying come bark with the Salukis.
Oh, I found it. Oh, there it is. It got buried in the chat. I've been trying to put them in there just so I can flash it.
The link. What are you referring to? One of the things I will say is we load our picks through Tally Site, and I know 2 weeks ago they got a bunch of my picks incorrect. Like as far as
which game are you talking about?
Yeah, that's why I'm asking. I did Benedict on one, so there could be that. But as far as the other stuff, I know sometimes when you enter their software, they just introduced a new website like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
So I please alert me because I definitely wrote them a nice message saying, dude, you guys fucked up all my picks 2 weeks ago. And I'm still look, my picks are still good, but they definitely for each thing I was picking the opposing one for like 5 or 6 in a row. So yeah, let me know. Next up, we have the Oaklanders. Season never ends. Season never ends, damn it. They stay on the road. Let's get I'm just going to get you a quick update here. So these Oaklanders, my favorite football team in the world.
How many road games is this?
They play their whole schedule is road games because they don't have a home stadium, and yet the Oakland Coliseum is not being used. Hilarious. Because they don't have a home stadium because the real estate in Oakland is ridiculous. I'm trying to find their okay, so you ready for this? They opened up the season against Lincoln, Missouri. They lost 55-6 in Lincoln, Missouri. Then it was back-to-back away, of course. Their whole season is back-to-back away. Texas A&M Kingsville beat them 60-12. Then Pine Bluff beats them 34-8. Then they take on Cody Hawkins and they lose 90-0. And they lost that game so bad, Mac, that they canceled the game against Davenport and they postponed the West Alabama game. But then they rallied the troops. They got enough guys together. They went down to Mississippi, Lorman, Mississippi, and lost 42-0 last week to Alcorn State. They're still in Mississippi as they head to Valley State to take on Terrell Buckley. Somebody's got to help this. Who's got some fucking money? Help out these Oaklanders, all right? Travel schedule's brutal.
Yeah. Why can't they just play at the Coliseum?
It's just sitting there. Birds are shitting on it all day. We couldn't let them play there. Come on. Come on, City of Oakland. I thought you guys like helping people out.
Yeah.
All right. This will be a bloodbath, even with Mississippi Valley State. Next up, Eastern Illinois is in Cape Girardeau, taking on SEMO.
SEMO laying 7.5.
Give me the points. Yeah, you can stay in this.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I take EIU every week. Jimmy Garoppolo, Tony Romo, a lot of history in this program. I think SEMO wins by 1 possession.
Yeah. Next up, Grambling taking on Arkansas Pine Bluff. Series goes back to 1928. Grambling laying 7.5. All right. Here's where I think I pull the trigger. I'm gonna lock up Grambling. Grambling minus 7.5. You got Ordron talking to the team. Just lost a heartbreaker to Chris Dishman in Texas Southern. This is it.
Double lock. I like
Huey
that.
Lewis style. Yeah.
I like it.
Let's go.
It's the right side.
Grambling laying 7.5. Double lock. Next up, we have New Hampshire heading to Bowie's Creek, North Carolina for the first time ever, taking on these Campbell Camels. Campbell's an interesting team too. I feel like they're kind of that decent shitty. There's like 3 or 4 pretty good shitty teams.
Wofford.
Yeah. Campbell might kind of apply for that. New Hampshire laying 7.5. Look, give me the points. They keep it chippy. They lose though, of course, because that's what they do. Your thoughts?
I kind of want to bet Campbell here. I kind of think this line is way inflated. I think this should be closer to 3 or 4. Yeah, give me Campbell's here. I'm with you. I mean, they're outscoring their opponents in conference play. They just had a couple clunkers in the non-con. So yeah, give me Campbell.
I'll tell you this: like New Hampshire's season is kind of like they came.
They're up and down.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like it's been a very disappointing season. So it's like I don't even think there's a path to the playoffs anymore for them. So they're it's kind of like, okay, on to the next year. They're a team that historically has been pretty good. So Moneyline Mac, lock it up to Camels of Campbell. Next up, stop calling me. Next up, we have Elon at William & Mary. This is a good CAA matchup here. Both teams, I guess it's been a little disappointing for them. But, there's an opportunity here to stay in the race within the CAA. Let me just load up just to give the people some perspective here.
Both teams 2-1.
Yeah. So this is a huge game because look, you got Villanova at 3-1 above them, Monmouth and Rhode Island undefeated within the conference. So if you want to stay at this race, that's why Campbell. Actually, you know what? I'll lock up Campbell too because Campbell can stay in that race too. The fact that they're pretty solid as a team. This game though, I will. I feel like Elon just keeps fucking shit up in close games. Villanova basically had a kick return. Elon had cut the game to 1, kicks the ball off to Nova. Nova takes it to the house with about 5 minutes left. They had stolen the momentum of the game. That's why the kick return is the greatest play in the sport, and get rid of that NFL bullshit. But I'm gonna give me William & Mary. I think they're gonna get Elon here. No bet. I think William and Mary
at home
going to get him here. Yeah.
Yeah, at home. I agree.
Next up, we have the likes of Rhode Island, undefeated, headed into Albany, take on these Great Danes. Rhode Island has been, I think it depends who you ask. Some would say it's a disappointment that they lost the Governor's Cup. Some would say it's a disappointment that they didn't fight better against Western Michigan. But other than that, they've been good. Rhode Island, that's too many points, though. That's just too many points. I think Albany is actually somewhat able to cover this thing. I know it's a regional game. I know Albany's not nearly what they were under Gattuso, but I think I'll take the points. No bet, though. What are you doing here?
I think I'm going to lay it with Rhode Island. Albany keeps letting me down.
Yeah. I mean, they're 1-5. It's just crazy. It's a couple years ago.
They were really good a couple years ago.
Yeah. The Mexicans are heading to Beaumont, Texas for the first time. Lamar laying 6.5. Did you see the SportsCenter bad beats on the Lamar game last week?
Hilarious.
Lamar's 5-1. The Mexicans are 5-1. I'm locking up the Mexicans to stay in this game. Lamar got lucky last week.
Yep.
In-state battle there in Beaumont. Good old, what is this? Humphrey Stadium, I think it is. Yeah, it's a close game. Let's go. What are you doing here?
I haven't heard from the Mexicans in a while. Give me. I'll lock up the Mexicans too. I think that this is a good spot here. They're the better team. Let's go.
Let's go. Fun matchup. Next up, we got Alcorn State going into Tallahassee, take on Florida A&M. I would say this has been two really disappointing teams. There's a chance a coach gets fired after this game. Whoever loses this game, Florida A&M's laying 3.5. I'm going to lay it with Florida A&M, but I don't feel amazing about this. But yeah, I'll lay it.
What does the bet detective say? Lay it, and move to the next slide. They're like, I'm not betting this game.
Charleston Southern's in Macomb, Illinois, taking on Western Illinois. Charleston Southern. See, this one I will take Charleston Southern here. They're getting 3.5. They fought hard, I thought, last week. Mm-hmm. It is a strange road trip
Random
to Macomb, Illinois. But I'll take Southern to win this thing outright, actually. No bet. How could I say that and then say no bet?
Western. I'm going Western Illinois. Lay it.
It's just a strange trip.
It's random as hell.
Yeah.
Where are they flying for this one?
That's where do you go to Chicago and take a bus? I mean, maybe St. Louis. I don't know. Next up, we got Prairie View. This is not in Martin, Tennessee. I apologize. This is in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Prairie View laying 3.5. Southern has been a very disappointing team this year too. In fact, there's a chance the coach gets fired there. But look, Prairie View is a good coach team. I love them bringing in the guy from Valdosta. I'm going to lay it with Prairie View.
I'm going to lay it as well with Prairie View. I think they're tempting you with that hook. Southern, not very
It's
good.
almost lock-worthy to me. It's almost lock-worthy.
Let's go in on it.
Let's go. Prairie View laying 3.5. You're looking live in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
A little swaction action, baby.
Let's go. Next up, Weber State is heading to Hillsboro, Oregon.
Weber.
Where's our Portland State fan that's there every year or every week?
I know he loves his tea.
They're 0-6, but let me tell you, they're fighting hard for coach. 1-score loss last week, 2-score loss. They covered against Northern Arizona, a game we ate shit on. They're fighting hard for Barnum. Weber's saying, so you know what? This is it.
Is this the one?
This is it. Portland State. Money line. Lock it up.
I can see it. I mean, like you said, they've been chippy. They just haven't been able to finish the job. Let's go. Getting 7.5 here.
Vikings, row. I guess that's what they say. There might have been some other things they said. I don't know if that's safe for. We're recording right now. Next up,
They did
Central
a lot
Connecticut.
of Vikings.
Yeah, Central Connecticut State is heading to Staten Island to take on Wagner.
Oh God.
15.5 is what these real Blue Devils are laying. It's a big number. Give me Wagner in the points, no bet.
Yeah, I'll lay it with Central Connecticut.
Thank you, Link. I will follow up on that after this. I will. Yeah. Just pay attention to the video. You know, sometimes they're having problems with their software. I'll just say that. But I will write them as soon as this show is done. Yeah.
Hey, Jack Fox, fix it.
Yeah, no, I mean, it's.
Yeah.
This happened once during the college basketball season. What was it, 2 years ago? Or maybe it was last year. I forget. But like,
I think it was last year.
Every once in a while, when they do like an update, it fucks up my like. I mean, maybe I think one of them it gave me a lock on. I should. It got me one correct last week. On a game I did not. I forget what game it was. I was like, oh, okay, sure. But next up, this is a classic there. Strawberry Stadium there. Great stadium. Go check out that stadium if you're in Louisiana. These Demons of Northwestern State taking on Southeast Louisiana and Hammond, Louisiana. Series goes back to the 1920s.
What a line. This is ridiculous. Sela's a 34.5-point favorite, and we probably should lay it.
I kind of think Sela's pretty good this year.
I kind of think they are too.
But it is a rivalry game. Give me the points.
I'll lay it. I'm not fucking around with this Northwestern State team. They're terrible.
I will say this, Link. I did Benedict. I took USC because Notre Dame's injury report keeps getting bigger and bigger. So that is one that I don't know that I've updated yet, but I will. So
Irish are in the contest for the bet detective and I.
Have you been paying attention to this injury report?
Yeah, everybody for USC's out.
No, for Notre Dame.
I thought everybody on USC's out too. Like I think they're both.
Well, they're running backs, but I was originally on Notre Dame. But the more that they're without their starting center, one of their best defensive linemen. That's one where I switched over to take USC in the points. Because if Lincoln Riley's offense, how important is a fucking running back? You know what I mean? Like, Howard's at Tennessee State there in Nashville. What was this line?
Where'd it go? It's like 5.5.
Howard laying 5.5.
Dead number.
I'll lay it.
That 5.5 number is always fucking weird in football. Give me the points, no bet.
Next up, we got Texas A&M, Kingsville Commerce, whatever the fuck they call themselves these days. East Texas A&M heading into San Antonio. IDub laying 21.5. Give me the points though. The points.
Yeah, 21's a lot with IDub. Although IDub, they've been pretty good at home.
Yeah. Shout out to Jeff Sharp ordering a DGen hat now. Thank you. DGen University hats are out there.
Oh yeah.
Just bet on Prairie View as a favorite. Let's go, Jeff. Next up, we got Duquesne, the Bet Detectives alma mater, heading to Lake Erie, Pennsylvania. Take on the hospital, better known as Mercyhurst. Okay, I'm locking this. I think Mercyhurst is actually decent. I cashed on them last week. Remember the non-con that they played?
Yes,
at
ridiculous.
Youngstown, at Sac State, at Montana State, at South Dakota State. I think this team's actually decent. I am locking up Mercyhurst. This is a money line play. Money line fucking play. They are better than their record. Duquesne won by 7 a year ago, but this Mercyhurst team a lot better than a year ago. This might be my favorite play on the board, Mac.
I'm on board with it. Duquesne coming in, winners of 3 in a row, kind of feeling themselves. I don't know how good they are. I mean, they played St. Francis last week. So,
yeah,
let's go. Mercyhurst, baby, the Lakers.
Double lock on the hospital known as Mercyhurst. Next up, this is one of the best games of the slate Saturday. West Georgia, who's lost 2 in a row. Remember, it was such a great story, 5-0. They're 2 years removed from the jump up to the FCS. Then they hit rough seas in Clarksburg against Austin Peay in a game you got correct when the Governor stuck it to him 44-30.
Yep.
Then they took on Abilene. Abilene Christian, who's ranked as well, beat them 30-13. Now they're at Tarleton. This is a brutal 3-game stretch. Tarleton laid 23.5. I can't get in front of this train. That is Tarleton. Although I do think, what's the number where you would buy into West Georgia?
28. That offense is so explosive.
I know.
I mean, how many points have they scored this year?
Who does Tarleton have on deck? They have Abilene Christian. No. They have Eastern Kentucky. If it was Abilene Christian, that would have been a big deal.
They scored 332 points in 7 games. I mean, that's averaging almost 50.
Yeah, no, they're nasty. They're nasty.
they're scoring one. They scored 149 in 3 games, so they're averaging literally 50 points a game in their league games. They're good.
Yeah, I'll lay it. They win by 28.
I'll lock up Tarleton. I'm just gonna keep betting them.
Fuck it. I'll join in.
Style points matter.
Yeah.
They're trying to get up to the FBS. Take a statement.
Yeah, that was my thing, Alex. I could see West Georgia scoring late to backdoor it, but they've lost 2 in a row. Maybe they're tapped out a little bit. Nichols, the Nazis are heading into Nagastosius, Texas, to take out Stephen F. Austin. Nichols, you want to talk about a team that is just, remember that they were 21-point dogs against Incarnate Word, or 20-point dogs, whatever it was. Week 0, they win outright. Then week 1, they're taking on Troy. They are beating Troy majority of that game before Deuce Hogan throws a pick 6. And all of a sudden, Troy comes storming back. And ever since then, it's been a snowball effect. Now, granted, they played Texas State and they're another FBS. But poor Nichols. It looked like they were going to be a contender in the conference early. And Stephen F. Austin's laid 17.5. I'm laying it. It seems like Nichols is all over the place right now. So
I think they're banged up, and I think they're going to get blown out again. I'll lock up Stephen F.
Yeah. Moneyline Mac.
The Nazis are done.
I'm not going to lock it, but you can lock it. Stephen F. Austin laying 17.5. Moneyline Mac locking it up. Next up, we have Houston Christian heading to Lake Charles, Louisiana to take on McNeese. I know McNeese has been a little disappointing this year. They're laying 6.5. This is it. McNeese is getting their second win right now.
Yeah.
Lay the 6. I could be talked into potentially betting this one.
You always want to fade the CVS.
Yeah, especially when they're not at the CVS. You know what I mean?
Cowboy up.
Let's go. Lock McNeese minus 6.5. Get your shit together, Cowboys. Next up, we have Idaho going to Cheney, Washington, take on Eastern Washington. The series goes back to 1942. Idaho laying 12.5. Man, so I know Idaho was missing their starting quarterback last week, but man, Northern Colorado went into that filthy little Kibbe Dome and beat them down 49-33. Northern Colorado, great story. Ed Lamb doing a hell of a good job with the Bears up there in Greeley. 12.5 is a big fucking number. Give me Eastern Washington the points. I'm going
to bet this. I mean, Jason Eck is not coaching.
Fly with the Eagles. Eagles. 12.5. Let's go.
Yeah, that fucking Idaho defense. I know their quarterback's banged up, but how about the defense?
Yeah. Giving up 49 at home to Northern Colorado.
Yeah.
Let's go. And how about, Eastern Washington's defense is trash too. But next up, we got Eastern Kentucky heading to Florence, Alabama to take on North Alabama. EKU's laying 10.5. Give me the points. No bet.
Points, no bet down there in Florence, Alabama.
Next up, we got Abilene Christian in Cedar City. Southern Utah is good shitty too. That's one that I think the market might be. See, the line's reflecting it. Damn it.
Lost 5 in a row.
I know, but they're like, if you watch them, they're not bad. Like they actually look the part. They should be better than their record. It's a tough matchup though. But wait, didn't I just say Abilene has Tarleton? Is that 2 weeks? Who's Abilene got on deck?
Tarleton. They have a bye week. They're looking ahead to bye. This is a tricky spot here.
What's the weather in Cedar City?
It's Texas boys.
Be sneaky. That's like right outside of Zion. That's like right outside of Zion, in Utah. I've been there. It's 64. Give me Southern Utah on the points.
I agree.
Abilene wins by 3.
They have a shitload of close losses, Southern Utah.
Dude, they should have beat a lot. Like
They're
I've
Wofford.
watched myself.
I mean, they only lost at 10.
Yeah,
by
they're
10.
better than Wofford, I actually think.
Yeah, they only lost by 10 to Tarleton. That's like winning.
Dude, they should have beat West Georgia. They should have beat Northern Arizona. That Northern Arizona game haunts them, I'm sure.
Yeah.
That game was crazy. They stay within the number.
Yeah, I kind of want to bet it. It's a standalone game.
Let's go.
Yeah, late
Those
night.
Thunderbirds.
If you can score 42 on Tarleton and keep it within 10, you're pretty good. I don't care what you're.
Sprinkle the money line. Sprinkle the money line here.
And they almost beat West Georgia too.
Dude, they had that game. That's the one thing I almost don't want them to have the fourth quarter lead because they have been horrible protecting their leads. But yeah. Next up we have Northern Colorado, the team, that I think, remember, they got completely screwed against Colorado State. They score a touchdown. They should be 4-2 with an FBS win. And then if you looked at their schedule, their other losses, overtime loss at South Dakota. And then Cody Hawkins and Idaho State got him by 8. He's got this team coming up, man. I really am impressed with the coaching job. Remember Northern Colorado, Ed McCaffrey was the head coach prior, and he was terrible. But, not long ago, they jumped up from the D2 ranks. So Sac State's laying 10.5. We know Sac State, Brennan Marion, they're spending a lot of money. Currently, suing the NCAA. They just stuck it to Weber. Give me Northern Colorado. Lock this fucking thing up. Yeah.
Sac State by 7.
This is a good game, though. I want to watch this game.
I'm with you. I'll lock it, too. It's late in the night.
Yeah, let's go. Shout out to Ron Lowney in the chat saying Separation Saturday this week in the FCS. That is the feeling I get, too, when I was previewing all these games. Final game on the slate. Do we have a line on this, folks? Lafayette is at Oregon State late at night. Interim head coach. Remember, they fired Trent Bray. I thought Trent Bray kind of got a raw deal personally. Lafayette, Mac, these Leopards, 5-2 in conference, man. Just dropped 62 on their rivals, Bucknell. You go back, they played Bowling Green out the gate, and Bowling Green had basically 2 kick return touchdowns. Well, it was only 1 on the stat sheet, but the other one was like 85 yards.
Is this a one?
You take away those 14 points. You take away the 14 points, and that's a 12-7 game. What is the line on this? Is that
I just had it up. It is Oregon State laying 22.5.
I feel like I got to take the fucking point. I don't know. You're going way. Here's the thing. Lafayette, this is their second shot at a Power 5. Or I'm sorry, a FBS. How much better is Oregon State than Bowling Green?
I don't think Oregon State's that bad. I know they had a bad game last week where he got fired. But before that, they lost by 4 in Boone. They lost by 3 to Houston in double overtime. I kind of think Oregon State's going to blow them out. It's a 1-game bump for the interim.
Battle.
Yeah, give me the Beavs. You know, I take the Beavs every fucking week.
Battle.
Yeah.
35-17 final. Oregon State wins. Let's do a little battle in the final game of the night. Where the hell is my music?
What the fuck did I do wrong, Tom?
I can't fucking find this shit right now. There we go. We got a battle in Corvallis. Dundee on these Leopards. Mac on these Beavs.
I like that. 35-24 after this weekend.
Yes, Ron Lundy saying 35 teams left after this weekend for 24 playoff spots. I love it. I love it, brother. All right, folks, that is our show. I mean, my favorite play, I actually think is Mercyhurst again. I just think Mercyhurst money line. There's a few of these ones I like a lot, but I would say if you're trying to pinpoint the one we like most, or I like most, I should say, I think that's the one. I also do like this Dayton Butler game too. I think Dayton's going to get Butler. I also think the Wofford Furman line stinks.
Yeah.
But I think Mercyhurst is my favorite one. Mac, do you have one that stands out to you as your favorite?
I was going to go with, I'm looking down at them. I think it might be Campbell, man. I think Campbell's
that's a good one too.
7.5 at home. They've been knocking on the door, man. Them and Wofford, those two are so due.
Let's do a Mercyhurst Campbell parlay.
Yeah.
Let's do a Mercyhurst Campbell parlay. Folks, that is our show. Give Moneyline Mac a follow on Twitter at Moneyline_Mac. I'm on Twitter at TheColbyD. The FCS College Football Experience is on Twitter at TCE on SGPN. YouTube.com/The College Experience. Remember, if you subscribe to our stuff, normally every Saturday I do a pregame show. This Saturday I will be at Wallace Wade Stadium, so I will not be doing a pregame show for that. So stand by. We'll see if that comes, but I don't be optimistic about that one. So we'll be back Sunday morning with the reaction show, and we'll be all over Twitter and stuff. So, all right, folks, till next time, this is the FCS College Football Experience. You better start thinking about yours, and we out of here.